Hey guys, so my birthday's coming up in less than a month, like 2-3 weeks. I can't keep weeks straight. It's gonna be the 25th, and I'm gonna be 20. So I was just thinking about my life up to this point, since I'm not gonna be a teenager anymore. And I got something on my 18th birthday, actually, from one of my aunts that I've been looking at. It's an album. I'm gonna see if I can try and get pictures of me and my grandma and I was little. And Halloween pictures. I know, they're hard to see. My mom made half my costumes. And I was just thinking about all the memories I have from my childhood. So this video is going to be about walking down memory lane. Everybody remember these? Beanie Babies. I actually still have the tag on this one. They'd normally rip off. This was actually one of my favorite Beanie Babies for the longest time. And I think a big reason why was that she was my favorite was because I loved cats, especially like really cute cats like her. And her birthday was very close to mine, March 18th. Mine's March 25th. What everyone has as a child. I don't care who you are. If you didn't read these books, you had no childhood. Dr. Seuss. I can read with my eyes shut. I picked a book at random. This is actually one of my favorites, but I can say that about half of them, so. But yeah, I love reading Dr. Seuss as a child. Even now, I'll still sometimes thumb through his books. And one other thing I want to talk about is, so they are real. So I haven't seen, why is my computer being weird? Pokemon cards. I haven't seen, actually looked through mine in a while. So I forgot trainers existed. But yeah, this is small in comparison. I have tons more books. Horsey's by the dozens. Goldeen, Staryu. I'm a big water person with my Pokemon. I don't watch or do anything with Pokemon anymore just because I grew, not out of it, but I grew out of the new stuff. Because the new stuff it annoys the crap out of me. That's what a childhood is like for me. But if I were in Uganda, my childhood wouldn't have Pokemon or Dr. Seuss or Hello Kitty or Halloween. I'd have guns. I'd have prostitution. Joseph Kony is a man who, in Uganda, he's not even really in power except for the power that he takes for himself. He is leader of the LRA, which is just a rebel group. And he couldn't get too many adults in his group. So instead, he goes around and he steals children from their parents. Little 8-year-old boys and girls. And I don't understand how he can get away with this. Because he's been doing this since 1986. He's not stopped. He's still doing this. He's not in jail. He's taking children from their parents. And he's forcing the boys to kill their teachers, their parents, whoever the hell he wants to kill. And the girls are being sold or are being used as sex slaves. That's what my life would be like if I were a Ugandan youth. This guy, I am appalled that I just learned about this. And I'm appalled by a lot of people's reaction to it. That I understand economy's tough, going over to start another war, screw that. But Joseph Kony has, in his 25 years, 25, he's stolen, like, how many children has it been? Over 30,000. And the worst part is, right now his army is only up to about 3,000. He puts the little children on the front line, lets them be slaughtered, and he doesn't care about human life. He thinks that he's some sort of messenger from God, and that he's justified in doing this. But he isn't. It's... God. Think about your childhood. It's children. It isn't adults. It's not even teenagers that get... Children, 7, 8 years old, get stolen out of their beds. How does that happen? How do we let that happen as people? As Americans? As anybody? It's just... It appalls me that people don't want to help these children. I want to be a teacher. To me, children are everything. And just thinking that we devalue these children because they're not Americans, we think that their lives aren't worth what American lives are. We don't know what these children can do with their lives. They're pure potential, but we can't send over people, even just to help the Ugandans figure a way out to capture him. I'll put a link down, and I'll probably try to annotate this some way. I don't really know how to do that. But there's a video that tells you pretty much everything I have. It's something to watch. It's about half an hour. Take time to watch it. It's so important. Think about it this way. I know. Think about this. Think about how you were as a child. Now get rid of your favorite toy. Put a gun in your hand. That's your childhood. Parents, think about your children. Think about what you would do if they had this life forced on them. If I were a mother, I'd move heaven and hell to get my children out of there. I'd do whatever it took. And as a human being, I hope that we all can say the same thing. Sorry, this video's... It isn't what you probably thought it was at the beginning. And I am feeling really... I want to cry. I am frustrated with people. And I just... I can't believe that so few people have heard about this. I know in some places you might learn about it in high school. Where I live, you don't. When I looked up Joseph Kony and saw we aren't doing anything. We haven't for 25 years. Think about that. Think about how old the youngest children in there that were stolen all those years ago would be. Think about what they could have done with their lives. Think about what you've done with your life in the past however long, 25 years, or if you're only 20 years. But think about what you've done with your life and what these children could have done with theirs.